Hey, what's up, guys? Bueller here again. Here to do the daily stock watches review for May 5th. I'm still in April, clearly. Here's a little list. You could just screenshot it. I'm just going to run through it. There's also a crap ton of side plays called today that went pretty well. There we go. So here on SPY, let me clear all this. Let's go to the 1 minute just so everybody can get a better picture of everything. I said extended hours double top 287 on the 5 minute. Which that was right here. Yeah, that was it. That was where I was mainly bullish or bearish from. If I had gotten a pretty strong rejection, I would have been pretty bearish from right there, just because that was a pretty significant, crucial spot. I actually ended up hitting it a third time after I posted the list. But I said above 288 in the stream. I said I was pretty much deciding off the 287, but 288 was my true break above because that was a known range of consolidation. As you can see, it even came up and caught support on the 288 and pushed back up. So definitely signifies how strong these levels were. Below 285.25, that wasn't even hit. I pretty much just chose near the pre-market low. The true pre-market low was 283.60 though. The next one on the list was JPM. JPM was in a tight squeeze. It was the only reason I even added it to the list. Under 93.50, bam, popped out under, hit the rejection, fell the rest of the day. So again, this is a perfect example of tight pre-market. This is why you'll see me type pre-market. I didn't type it here, but I said it in the stream. But every time you see a tight pre-market, I promise you, an explosion is coming. You probably have to wait. Now, this one is impressive. I've never seen one last this long. This one went like all the way to damn near. We'll see. Just go to confirmation. It like pretty much noon to 1. That's insane. That means all day it traded within the pre-market range. So there's a lot of indecisiveness here. So good play on that one if you stuck with that one all day. AMD, pretty much stuck in the range pretty much the whole day. I said above 54, below 53. It didn't go below. Oh wait, hold up. This line's off. Okay, so AMD did do pretty good. I must have set that later on during the day, going back to check for Yanni. Awesome. Alright, so actually it did. It gave you good confirmation multiple times. You got 1, 2, 3 confirmations to get in. You had 2 good falls to get profit from. Later in the day, not the same story. This is a lot more choppier. The unemployment news that came out pretty much dropped the whole market, so you're going to see this on a lot of the stocks in the S&P or the Dow. Next one on the list was BA. Tight pre-market as well. Above 135, below 133. Rejection. Perfect entry, just like we say in all the other videos. Amazing confirmation right here. You always want to get that move. If you see this, yeah, that's about a 40% confident entry, but the 80% confident entry, and normally more one-directional drop is the second, the more patient play when you get the retest. That's pretty much how you play the most confident entries off this list. This is a good entry, better entry. Good move, better move. That's pretty much all we do here on these lists. All based off a system here, risk management. Here on NVIDIA, I said above 297, target 299, below 294.75. 297 to 299, that was a pretty damn good mark I did then. It did go above 297 and it did go to 299, so that's really good. I said target number 2 would be 303. Small gap range between 299 and 300 on the 5 minutes, so watch the 300 range, and then it pretty much did stop at 300. So again, good targets. We set good targets on that one. That was good practice. So if you want to go back to the live stream this morning, please check that out. A lot of these are hitting very well, so today's list was very good to practice. Beyond, I said there's ER after hours. Clearly they're kicking ass after hours. Oh wait, they haven't even had it yet. That's just reaction to it. I said above 102, below 97.80. So I didn't really get. 97.80 happened towards the end of the day, and we never really got our break above. So this one kind of just stuck in the range. That was as expected. I probably should have set a more wide range knowing ER was at the end of the day, because that causes far more just sideways action, even if it is to this extent. I mean, it pretty much did nothing all day. But that's what ER does. It brings boring stocks out. Beyond's normally a very exciting stock. Surprisingly, I said BAC was looking very bullish on the 30-minute as it's breaking back above in a small gap range, but it pretty much just dropped all day. But I did mark both sides, and I did post these in both chats, these levels, because I did think BAC as well as JPM were two of the more high probability plays, considering the pre-market was very tight, and a tighter pre-market causes for higher probability plays to explode. So I really like playing pre-markets, as you can see. Starbucks. Starbucks is pretty much one directional. You could even short it from the break above, like I say in all the live streams and watch list reviews. Those levels you could be resilient on. Going to be versatile, I should say. But just like I said in that picture, I was saying you want to wait for this entry, right? Because then you get the more one directional. That's kind of what this is. So you had this here, more one directional. This right here went up, hit our level. It was more one directional because it didn't have the momentum to push up. If it had had the momentum to push up, it would have just kind of cascaded here for a little bit. It would have chilled, kept making its higher highs, its lower highs, whatever the direction it wanted to go in, and then it would have pushed up. It literally went high, lower high, rejection, down. That's super strong entry to get in on the break above. Had the higher high, lower high, reject. And if the level's right here or here, it doesn't matter. Because that's the range. The exact number might be 7508, but if it's close enough in that range, you're good. And you clearly saw it made a lower high. So it's an amazing job on Starbucks. I don't really post that one a whole lot, but I'll try to post it more. Next one is Roku. I think I only added this one because of the pre-market. Yeah, I said tight pre-market. 127.75, 126.15 was my break below. One directional again, flagged out of the, had a flag confirmation out after it broke the level of confirmation. Even came up and tried to retest, had a more one directional move. Pretty much just stayed there the whole day. It didn't really make a whole another bunch of wide movements. That was pretty much its biggest move of the day. So Roku actually didn't move a whole lot. Tesla, I said above 791. Kind of rejected 791, went above it a little bit. Rejected the 800. I said target was 810. Watch how price reacts to the 800 psychological whole number. It pretty much rejected it. Below 775.75, target would be 758. It did break that. Did not go to 758. That is okay, though, because I just set these targets to try and get a good footing on our analysis, because that's where I think the best next crucial support is. There are going to be, not as important supports in between, of course. But I like to try and set some targets out. You would have already been in the profit in this trade once you entered here on the retest. You would have already been in profit enough to get out anyway. But the moves I was trying to aim for would have made you a whole lot more. But that's totally fine. Can't be greedy. And the last three I have is Facebook, AAL, and BABA. Facebook, I just typed tight pre-market 208, 206. It really wasn't. I kind of forced this range. Oh, here it is. Never mind. I said that wrong. I said 208 and 206. Okay, yeah, so tight pre-market. Went above, gave you W confirmation. I don't care what you say the pattern is, bullish or bearish. If you get a confirmation above making a new high, that's bullish. Vice versa, bearish. If it's making a newer low, that's bearish. So that was a really good push after the retest confirmation of our level that we posted. So that's a really good run up to 210.38. Very profitable play. Then we had AAL. Let me clear this. I said AAL below 10 is looking very bearish until support at lower 9s on the 5-minute. So I was right. I mean, it was very bearish. It did not get to the lower 9s like I had anticipated, though. It just went to 950. So the next time I'm going to start writing, especially for these smaller stocks, because I have to remember smaller stocks, bigger the percentage. So if this stock was to drop $1, that'd be like 9% of the stock, almost 10% of the stock. So if it does go to 950, like I should have written 950 as a psychological whole number. I know better. That would have been the target if it was bearish. That's what I should have wrote. So I'll try and do better on that one next time. BABA, last one. I don't really like Chinese stocks a whole lot, but I will post them with the demand. 196.50 was the break above. I said watch 199 to 200s. After that, break below 195. So it even used my break below as a very strong support to hold. That is crazy. Look how many times it held to my support. That's insane. If that doesn't show you how strong these levels are, I don't know what the hell will. If you didn't play Baba, good. That's pretty much what I should say on this one. That's the weak hand period. You shouldn't be entering that early on anyway. If you do want to enter on that early, you need to realize that fat reversals are due once that happens. Just because it's an area of indecisiveness and nobody really knows what's going on yet. But overall, I think this was a really good day, really good list. Again, make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.